Hey y'all, Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when future videos are out. And in this post, I want to talk about the failures of quite a few superhero movies the past few months. From Black Adam, which by now we all know has been a universal failure. And how much money it lost, I can't say, but in terms of how well it was received within the community, it's not good. And we don't know with the way James Gunn and the language was about not seeing the character for a while. Why not just have the guts to officially say we have no future plans to use the character anymore? But they kind of left the door open, but it's like, no, this character is on the shelf. And if you thought it wasn't already, well, as I'm making this video, the Shazam sequel has been an utter failure with about 30 million for opening weekend. Which, think about it, people, in my opinion here, for a superhero movie on opening week not to get close to at least 100 million, you know, because most of these superhero movies are like way over 100 million. So you think about 100 is around the average that it should be to be considered maybe doing well. So for this movie to make 30 million opening weekend, to me, makes it an utter failure. I mean, without question, it is a failure. Even the director made a tweet basically saying at least he got paid already for it. And he knew from the way he mentioned it that this thing wasn't going to do well. I think all the whole feel of it was this movie, it was already made and you had to get it out there, but it just wasn't going to catch the audience. And what was kind of surprising to me a bit was the Ant-Man failure of that. And an article I'm reading here, it says the title, Shazam Ant-Man sequel struggles show superheroes aren't bulletproof at the box office. With DC and Marvel's cinematic universes sagging in popularity, their films need to work on their own merits to find an audience. You know, this is, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason Shazam and Ant-Man failed is because, and here's the real truth, all superheroes are not created equal. I just want you to hear that, because you know some people will think in Hollywood now that, oh, you got a superhero property, oh, it's a superhero, therefore it's going to do good, therefore you're going to get an audience and make hundreds of millions of dollars. No. Just that's not the case. All superhero movies are not equal. Not all characters are even close to being equal. Just because you got a superhero, that doesn't mean you're gonna rise it to the top. You know, I think that's just a general feel that the public or these article writers who don't know comic books, that they think a superhero is automatic gold. What you're gonna get. And that's not the case. Because let's be honest, okay? Outside of you comic book fans who read this stuff, as far as the general public goes, you think the general public really cares about Shazam? You think they care about Black Adam? They don't even know who that character is in the comic books. All they know is he kind of looks like Shazam, maybe has the same powers, and his name. That's about all they know about his origin or his personality. For the general public. It was already set up for a failure, Black Adam, because if The Rock couldn't sell it, it had nothing to go for it. It had no public recognition, it wasn't in any previous movies, the character, so it had nothing to go for it. The Shazam, it was just nothing inspiring from what I've seen on the build-up. There was no inspiration for that type of movie to get made. At least Ant-Man had some inspiration to set up future movies and the continuing storyline. But since I said this, that all superheroes, that they are not equal. There's a reason, like, to the general public, you say Batman, Spider-Man, oh, okay, makes 150 million plus opening weekend, it gets close to $1 billion or whatever total box office run. There's a reason why a movie like that gets to the top, and a reason why Shazam, Ant-Man, and Namor will never get to the top of the list. Because people care more about certain heroes for the general public and the mainstream comic fans. They care more for certain heroes and not so much for other heroes. That's just the truth. But here is why Bob Iger also, he's the head of the Disney stuff going on now. He made an interview comment about the legacy heroes, which, like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, those are like legacy heroes, and wanting to add something new to, in other words, he was suggesting that there has to be a new characters for this unfolding universe. And guess what? Between me and you listening to this, I disagree. You don't need new characters. Focus on your best. And I got proof, okay? Here's the proof. Spider-Man movies have been around, the modern stuff, have been around for about 30 plus years. The audience still comes out to see a new Spider-Man movie in record-setting numbers. The new Batman movie did fantastic box office as well. Batman has had numerous actors, just like Spider-Man. It has had numerous reboots and starting again for over 40 years. Yet the audience is still there for Batman. You don't need new, fresh characters thinking, well, the old characters, they've been around. Let's not focus on them. Let's get the new stuff. No. There's a reason why Batman, people will still go out to see it. All you have to do is try your best to make a good Batman movie. Try to bring the quality. If you bring the quality, you will always have an audience for Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, the X-Men, Captain America, Iron Man, all the top characters. If you bring the quality, it does not matter how many actors do the same role, how many reboots, how many films you have, people will still watch them over Shazam, Eternals, if they ever make a new Warriors, Blue Beetle, Ironheart, Namor. None of these characters are going to be box office gold. None of them, okay? And you're fooling yourself, like this Bob Iger, if you think you need new characters. Guess what? The best Marvel heroes have been made on the screen already. The best characters in their catalog. There is not many more A-list characters who do not have a movie. Your best characters are represented. Build on their supporting characters, build on their world, make new movies. This is why I already know the Kang Dynasty, the Kang Secret War, those next Avengers films, the audience will be disappointed. It might do good financially because it's Avengers, so I'm not exactly sure. But overall, it will be disappointing, and it will not do as good as Infinity War or Endgame. You know why? Because the way they're going, okay, the way it seems they're going, is a bunch of B and C list characters. You think in this big epic Avengers crossover 2-part movie that they're building up, you think the audience wants to see Shuri, Black Panther, Ironheart, the 3 Marvel women, Eternals, if they put them in there, Shang-Chi? You think the audience is going to go out to see these characters hold together the movie? You think they want to see the 3 Marvels? You think they want to see Eternals, if they, whatever they do with them? You think they want to see Ironheart? You think that's going to bring the box office gold in the big Kang crossover movie? Well, they didn't give a crap about Kang in Ant-Man, and that movie failed. So you're making Kang the main villain in the next Avengers movies. Guess what? If the audience didn't care about Ant-Man, think they're going to care about Avengers and a bunch of crappy D-level superheroes you're promoting that are new and fresh? Nope. The only way the Kang movies and Secret Wars does well, which they're not talking about, you bring back a real Captain America, Steve Rogers, Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk, even Black Widow if you want. All you have to do is get new actors, because the other actors are like 10 plus years old. I personally think every 10 to 12 years you got to reboot it with a fresh face, a younger and cheaper person for the role. Hey, if Batman has numerous actors and Spider-Man, why can't you do that with the MCU? You got to change it at some point, and you got to bring the characters back, the best. Now they're going to have a little, what they might do to make Secret Wars successful, rumored, is they bring back the Spider-Man. They bring back Toby, they bring back Andrew, they bring back Tom Holland to help sell the movie. And maybe they even bring back Hugh Jackman. I mean, don't be surprised if they put Deadpool in there. But here's the thing. If the Secret Wars and the Kang Dynasty have the Spider-Man in it and to have some A-list heroes, the question is, will they be the focus? Or will they just be the supporting role? And the main characters are all the crappy characters nobody cares about, and the characters that you do care about only have like small roles in the film just to get over the other characters. In other words, in the big Secret Wars thing and the big Kang Dynasty, who is the characters that are going to carry this movie? Is it going to be the main heroes like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, Black Widow, Spider-Man? Are they going to carry the movie? Or is it going to be Ironheart, Namor, Shuri, Eternals, Shang-Chi, and all of them? Because if those are the people carrying the movie, it's going to be another failure. I already called it, okay? Done. It's going to suck, the movie. It depends who's the star. But you want to know what, personally? If you really want to make an Avengers movie that will be box office gold, give it the team in the early 2000s. Give it, again, new actors, younger, cheaper to pay, but let them take over the role. Give them Steve Rogers, Captain America. Give them the Tony Stark Iron Man. Give them Thor. Give them Hulk. Give them Black Widow. Give them Hawkeye. Give them Spider-Man, Tom Holland. And give them the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Put the best. I remember in the early 2000s they had that Cap, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, and then they put in Wolverine and Spider-Man, and the Avengers book took off huge. That the numbers just were incredible, and the fan interest. So you get the main Avengers, you add in Spider-Man, and you add in Wolverine in costume with the mask on, and this is box office gold. The original 6 Avengers plus Spider-Man and Wolverine, that's all you need. And I'll tell you right now, which A, they're not going to do, and it doesn't seem they're going to do that, but if they did, that will sell $1 billion, that team. But if you're going the team that I think you're going, with all of these new fresh faces, you're not going to get that billion, or fans are not going to like the movie, even if you do. And so that's the bottom line, that Bob Iger is 100% wrong. You do not need fresh faces. You've already had the best Marvel characters on screen already. Just like Batman is 40 plus years on screen, or Spider-Man 30 plus. All you have to do is get the A-level heroes, give them good movies, and you will make billions of dollars. If you think you're going to get these new properties that have not been well received, if you think they're going to give you big money, you're in for a surprise. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, not all superheroes are created equal. And it is proven at the box office by Shazam, by Ant-Man, by Black Adam, by Eternals, by all of these characters, the audience, the general public, they're not going to give their hard-earned money to see these heroes on screen. They're not going to set box office $1 billion worldwide. And the biggest mistake they're going to make in these next Avengers big budget films is either they're going to focus on these low tier characters like the Marvels that nobody cares about and ignore the main heroes, or the main heroes will have a small role and all of these lesser characters will be the stars of those Avengers movies. But my suggestion for box office gold is the original 6 Avengers, Spider-Man and Wolverine, a team of 8. That will sell $1 billion right there. That's what they have to do, but they're not going to do that. So that's my view on it. Not all superheroes are created equal. Remember that. Focus on the A-list players that have established themselves over 40 years in movies to sell. You could try these new characters, but they're not well received. And that's my view on it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget the notification bell so I know when future videos are out. Stay safe, my friends, and I'll talk to you later.